Hello, it's January craft time. Okay, so we are going to do snowflakes today because it's January and we're running out of winter, right? Well, hopefully we're running out of winter. So, the supplies that we need, and a lot of the stuff I already have because I'm trying to learn new things. So, we're going to do a watercolor thing. So, you will need some kind of paper. I actually have watercolor paper because I want to learn how to do watercolors. But any kind of thick paper really will do. You'll need a white crayon. You will need your paints, right? I have just Crayola, which was like $2 or something at Michael's. Really easy and cheap, and it's really bright. I have a glass of water. I have a spray bottle to spray my paints, and a pair of scissors. So what we're going to do is we're going to take one of these pieces of paper and we're going to cut it into four. So just down the middle and then down the middle again, right? Okay. So with your crayon, we are going to draw on the white paper a snowflake. Now, this can get complicated because it's kind of hard to see sometimes. I'm using a cookie sheet because when we're going to use the color, the watercolor, it's a little bit easier because it can get a little messy. But it is washable, or mine is, so no worries there. Alright, so all you have to do to make a snowflake, and you can have your parents go online to see if there's other creative ways to do it, but I'm not very creative in this kind of area, so I'm doing the simple snowflakes, right? So all you have to do is, I think most snowflakes are 6 points, 6 or 8. So I'm just going to do 6 points. So just do an X in the middle or wherever you want. And then do a line in the middle, either horizontal, up and down, or go vertical. So I am going to go vertical. So then you have 6 points. So you can add all sorts of stuff to it. I'm just going to show you what I've done already because it might be easier to see it. So this is one that I did, and then this is a little darker. Might be easier to see this one. And then this one. See? So really you can do whatever you want. It's, snowflakes are unique and however you want to do it. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to do circles on every little line that I already drew. So we're going to do that on all 4 of them, right? And, okay, I got it. And then I'm just going to do a couple small ones, right? Okay, so you don't need that anymore. So I have my paints here, and I have my 2 blank ones that I've done snowflakes on, right? And so again, I've already got water in it, so I'm sorry, but this is what I have. So just take your spray bottle, or you can use it with your brush, but this is easier for me, and you're just gonna spray it, right? And you can do it right on your tray because the paper is gonna get wet, so it's not a big deal if it does. Okay, you can spray your paint or your paper beforehand. It's up to you. That sometimes helps it spray. Here, we'll do one, and then the other one will just keep dry, right? We'll see the difference. Okay. So I'm gonna use dark colors. You can use light colors, but they're kind of a little harder to see. So I'm gonna do a purple. I'm gonna do a purple and a blue first on this. Let's just do the one that's wet, right? So your paper is probably gonna curl, and that's okay. When it dries, it will flatten back out, right? So no worries there. And then see what I'm doing? Sorry, let me adjust this so you can see. So see, I'm just doing it however I want. I have watercolors going everywhere on my tray, and that shouldn't bother me, but I'm a person that likes things to stay in the line, so it is bothering me a little bit. Okay, so, and I said blue, so I'm just gonna dab the blue. And like I said, it's gonna go everywhere, but that's okay. And it might mix a little bit. Again, that's okay. I'm finding the one that I sprayed is really runny, but that's okay. I like it. All right, so this for the other one, I'm gonna do orange and red. I love orange. Orange is my favorite color. What's your favorite color? Do you have a favorite color? Hmm? All right. So here, I'm gonna lay this down. It's gonna be easier for me. So this one I'm gonna do kind of a red on the bottom and then orange on top, kind of making them meld together in the middle, right? And if you get really good at this, or if you have a parent that or a guardian that's really good at watercolors or art stuff, they might be able to mix these colors for you. I'm not there yet, but someday. All right, so in between each color, if you're going to change colors, you want to kind of use that water, that glass of water. See, it's changing colors, to kind of clear out your brush a little bit. That way it doesn't, your orange or yellow doesn't turn green, you know? Okay. So this orange is weird, but that's okay. And they're not going to be super, they'll be bright, but they're not going to be super, I don't know what the word is, because they're watercolor, so they're kind of supposed to be see-through when you're done with it, right? Okay, I think that's good. All right, so I'm going to close this up because I don't need it anymore. And also, my paint came with a brush, but I'm using a different brush because it's fatter, bigger. Okay, so I'm going to turn this around. I already showed you the other ones I did. So I'm going to turn, okay, I'm just going to turn this around. Okay, so let me lift this up and then you guys go on your way. So there's my purple and blue. Okay, I'm going to put that back down. And then there's my orange and red. So putting it on the cookie sheet tray or covering your work surface helps because then you can just go everywhere and you don't have to worry about color getting all over your furniture or not, okay? Another suggestion you can do after you've painted it, when it's still wet, you can take some salt and sprinkle it on it. And then once this is dry, which doesn't really take that long to dry, I did these first ones I showed you, they're almost completely dry. I did those like not even 5 minutes before we started this video, right? So once you can do some salt and like sprinkle it on there, and then when it dries, the salt can just be rubbed off and it kind of soaks up the paint where it was, and it kind of leaves little itty bitty snowflakes, right? But I didn't want to mess with that. Okay? All right, so I hope that you all enjoy this craft. And you know what? If you do it and you want to, send us a picture at our email at the church, and we'll feature it in the newsletter. Okay? All right. You guys have a good day. Bye.